Alright everyone, welcome back to another reaction. My name is Billy Jean, and today we are going over the top 10 creepiest things found in the ocean. Now, the ocean is something that has always resonated with me. It's like not even a big percent of the ocean has been explored. There's so much that's undiscovered about the ocean, and it's stuff inside of it, whether it's, you know, sea creatures or treasures or, you know, ancient, like, let's say underground cities and stuff like, and, you know, like stuff that has sank and never really been like found, or then again even searched for. There's probably so many undiscovered species like in the ocean that like we have no clue about. I mean, we don't know what hides in those depths. So this is definitely something I want to check out. Creepiest things found in the ocean. I just want to know, what is the creepiest things that you guys have found, whether either at beaches or in water sources, whatever it may be. What's the creepiest things that you guys have ever found? Like me, like I can't say I've really found like anything creepy. To be honest, I haven't really been around like a whole lot of water like in my lifetime. Not that like I'm afraid of it or anything. It's just I've never really had, you know, opportunities to like go out and really, you know, explore like water areas or anything like that too much. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. Let's go.
The Little Mermaid and Finding Nemo have some explaining to do. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 creepiest things found in the ocean. For this list, we're taking a dive down into the depths of the ocean to see just how mysterious and creepy things can get under the waves.
Is that a plane?
We're going to be exploring a variety of sea creatures, lost structures, and natural phenomena that have given even the most experienced divers the creeps. Okay. So take a deep breath and come with us as we dive into the ocean's frightening depths. Number 10, train wreck under the sea. Beginning our dive into what creepy objects await us in the abyss of the ocean, we have a locomotive graveyard located off the coast of New Jersey. Divers and archaeologists discovered two rare locomotives under 90 feet of water in 1985. Ooh. Making this even more strange is the fact that these trains are from the 1850s.
1800s?
Exactly how the locomotives got there is still up for debate. Researchers believe that a storm was the cause of their disappearance when they were being transported on a barge from Boston. There are hopes to resurface and restore the two trains, but as things stand, no concrete plans are in place to lift these 15-ton behemoths up from their ocean graveyard.
Like, how, like, those things would have to be fragile. I mean, like, if anything, I don't know if I would really, like, risk getting them out. I mean, then again, you get them out, and, like, that's probably going to be a hefty payday for you for something like that, especially if you can, like, clean it up and kind of restore it in a way. But still, I don't know if I would you risk going through the trouble of dragging it up and, like, with the risk of tearing it apart, though? I mean, like, it's probably all corroded, and with how old it is, man, like, it could probably fall apart pretty easily down there.
For now, they make for quite the creepy diving landmark. Number 9, a village from the Stone Age. The next stop on our journey under the waves takes us to an ancient Neolithic village.
Like
submerged under the Mediterranean Sea, the new Stone Age settlement known as Atlit Yam is located off the coast of Atlit, Israel. Carbon dated somewhere between 8,900 and 8,300 years old, this once populated place gives off some really spooky vibes. It's believed that a volcano that triggered a tsunami in nearby cities is what also led to the sudden desertion of the inhabitants of this society. As well, there is some research pointing to rising sea levels at the time as to the cause of Atlit Yam's demise. Adding to its eeriness are unearthed skeletons and burial sites.
You see, the village is 40,000 square meters. This information was gathered after 25 years of
That's gotta be cool, though. That's gotta be, like, awesome to be able to go down and you're just exploring, and next thing you know, like, you find, like, some sort of, like, ancient, like you know, village or ruins or something like that, knowing that, like, hey, like this is something that, like, no one has seen before, and just being that, like, team or that person that can, like, bring that to light, that's gotta be awesome.
Exposure.
Archaeologists have also found piles of fish ready to trade that were quickly abandoned, making scientists believe Atlit Yam had to be abandoned quickly. Number 8, black smokestacks. For this creepy item, we'll have to take a deep dive under the waters off the coast of the Galapagos Islands.
There it is.
Smokestacks.
The iconic structure.
It's actually it's actually smoky.
Looks like a little beehive up there, huh?
It does, doesn't it?
Giant hydrothermal
That's
vents
incredible.
that spew black smoke were first discovered here in 1976. These black smokers, which can reach sizes of almost 200 feet, are found between 8,200 to 9,800 feet under the sea.
Black
Holy
smokers on the
crap.
sea floor bring up valuable raw materials from inside the earth. Their meter-high vents seem to give off clouds of smoke like underwater industrial chimneys.
When superheated water
That's
from below the
cool.
Earth's crust meets the cold ocean water, the ominous black smoke is formed. The superheated water can reach temperatures as high as 752 degrees Fahrenheit.
Dude,
These
I'm not
vents
even
also
tired, I'm
host
just jealous.
various types of sea life, such as aquatic snails, shrimp, and giant tube worms, which survive off bacteria that use the minerals found within the water from the smoke clouds.
See, you never know what you're gonna find. Like, if they like dig in that thing, they don't even know like
Vote for your
what
favorite
could be
Sour
inside
Patch Kid
there.
now for a chance to win a trip to Miami.
Number 7. Ghost Fleet of Truck Lagoon. Located off the
Truck
coast of
Lagoon.
Chuck Lagoon, an area previously called Truck Atoll, is a watery
Okay.
graveyard littered with sunken military ships, planes, vehicles, and more. That's because
that's-
this area,
that's
which is
actually
found
beautiful,
northeast
though.
of New Guinea,
That was
was
cool.
the site of Operation Hailstone, a surprise attack against the Japanese fleet during World War II. This air and surface attack saw the sinking of over 40 ships and hundreds of other land and air vehicles. The Ghost Fleet now acts as a tourist attraction for many divers every year, who tell of their experience at
World
Chuck
War II
Lagoon by
plane.
sharing stories of towering empty battleships reclaimed by coral and fish. Be warned, human remains have even been found among the wreckage.
I was about to.
Number-
That's the reason why, you know, if you've seen like the reaction that I just had. I mean, knowing like, yeah, that's cool to like that you find like all those like the World War II like battleships and planes and stuff like that. But you have to know that like if those are down there, man, who went down like with the ships and who went down with the plane? Because I mean, like, oh, and it's a cool sight to behold. And it's nice seeing all that history. But at the same time, like there is kind of like a bad backstory, I guess, behind it. So, man, rest in peace to all those guys.
Number 6. Great Blue Hole. Here we have a giant underwater
Great
sinkhole
Blue Hole.
filled with sharks. Dropping down to a gut-wrenching depth of 407 feet, the Great Blue Hole is as terrifying as it is amazing.
Now, let me know. Would you guys ever swim with sharks? And I don't mean like in like a cage or anything like that. I mean like this guy's doing, like just like openly swimming where there's just a shark actively swimming around him. I mean, would you guys do it? Let me know down in the comments below if you guys would openly do that. Cause like me, nah, man. I ain't doing that. If I was in like a cage or something like that, I mean, maybe. But I've also seen those things get like broken apart and stuff. So I think I would try it. I would at least be more tempted to try if it was in a cage. But just free swimming like that, nah, I'm good.
Jacques Cousteau, the renowned French explorer, ranked the Great Blue Hole as one of the world's top 5 diving destinations after making his own trip there.
Well, I could
Divers
definitely
can
see
find
that.
various species of fish, like the midnight
Man, that is
parrotfish,
beautiful.
swimming around in this massive sinkhole, located off the coast of Belize. Though it is obviously beautiful, an
Look at all those
underwater
divers,
dive into
man.
the Great Blue Hole can also be scary thanks to the presence of reef sharks, bull sharks, and hammerhead sharks, which can be seen in its
Hammerheads?
crystal clear waters. Number 5. The Lost City of Dwarka. The ancient
they
kingdom
found a
of
whole
Krishna
city?
Dwarka was once located in what's now known as modern-day Dwarka in northwest India. Legend has it that Krishna settled and administered
What do you guys think about Atlantis? Do you guys think Atlantis is like real or not? Like, let me know down in the comment section.
his kingdom in this lost city of Dwarka, which was a flourishing port city that's believed to have been lost when it was submerged under the sea.
And this city could be one of the oldest civilizations known to man. They've found some walls and they found some stuff that carbon dates 32,000 years ago.
Historical records date the ancient city all the way back to 574 AD. However, 20th century archaeological findings of ruins featuring ancient sculptures and pottery have linked them to a city-state that could have existed as early as 1500 BC. Picture and video footage taken from the site are absolutely breathtaking, while the very recognizable stone streets and buildings make for a simultaneously awesome and creepy experience. Number 4. Spanish Galleon San Jose. This story of
also
sunken
just
treasure
find,
begins
like,
all
a
the way
whole
back in
city underneath the
1708
ocean.
off the coast of Cartagena, Colombia. The enormous Spanish galleon San Jose was part of a treasure fleet. Laden with gold, silver, emeralds, and other gemstones collected from Spain's South American colonies, the San Jose was sunk in battle off the coast of Cartagena.
The San Jose went down during battle in 1708 off the coast of Colombia with millions of pieces of gold, silver, and jewels on board.
Just imagine how many battleships and how many pirate ships and just how much stuff is just underneath the water that's just from centuries ago that hasn't even yet to be discovered yet. That's amazing. Imagine the people that first discover that stuff. They're gonna be made. That's history.
The Colombian government says the ship found laying on its side, identified by its unique bronze cannons with engraved dolphins.
Its specific location is now a closely guarded secret due to its estimated value of $17 billion. Along with all the treasure that made its way to the bottom of the ocean, so
17 billion. Yo, I gotta learn how to scuba dive. I have to learn how to scuba dive. Yo, $17 billion. I'm just gonna learn how to scuba and just start exploring stuff. I mean, there's probably I guarantee you at least one person could find something. Maybe not $17 billion worth of something, but something. The water has to have something in it.
So did all but 11 of its 600-strong crew.
It had everything. The cargo manifest lists gold, silver, precious stones, pearls, all of the wealth and taxes collected over 6 years from Colombia, Panama, and Peru.
Plans are currently being drawn up to retrieve the treasure, but many obstacles still remain.
Dive teams have kept the exact location of the galleon secret for obvious reasons. It was found in 1,000 feet of water during what was very much a high-tech treasure hunt.
My name is Christine Payne. I'm an associate here at Amazon.
Just what I wanted to see.
Number 3, the Antikythera mechanism.
If it hadn't been discovered when it was in 1901, no one would possibly believe that it could exist because it's so sophisticated.
Next up, we have a 2,000-year-old analog computer that is shrouded in mystery. In the early 1900s, divers found a corroded emerald green clock-shaped mechanism at the site of an ancient Roman shipwreck off the coast of Antikythera, an island north of Crete. Believed to have been used to track the paths of the sun, moon, and the planets, the true use of the Antikythera mechanism has left researchers baffled for many years.
Yeah, so no
in 2006, CT scans of the bronze mechanism were published, giving details on what's written on it and what's inside of it.
Okay.
Researchers are still working to decipher its hidden inscriptions and make sense of many of the missing parts.
Some have argued that it's so complex, the Greeks couldn't have made it at all. There are even some who say it must have been created by
aliens. I kind of thought they were gonna get into that when as soon as they said the whole something that Greeks didn't make it at all. It's automatically hit me ancient aliens, which by the way I haven't watched in a while, and I might react to a compilation of the best ancient alien stuff. I don't know. Let me know if you guys would want to see that. But no, do you guys think that this will be ever discovered, or do you guys think that this would be find out the exact reasons for what it does within our lifetime? Because if so, I gotta keep up on this. I kind of want to know what exactly it is.
The Antikythera mechanism really goes to show how many surprises are sitting, waiting to be discovered down in the cold, watery depths.
What do they think that is now? It tracks the movements of the planets. It's a navigational device. It's a
of course Joe Rogan's talked about it.
System that allows you to track the passage of time and figure out where you are. It's some kind of navigational device. It's not fully understood.
Number 2, a giant mysterious eyeball. You are not going to believe your eyes. Or should we say eye?
Just a random eyeball?
A single
it's
humongous eyeball, about the size of a softball, was found washed up on Pompano Beach in Florida in the early 2010s. At first, many thought the eyeball belonged to a large fish, like a tuna or deep water fish.
Is it like
After
a squid?
some research, it came to be believed that the eye may come from a giant squid. But a later discovery of bones around the eye, as well as more analysis, ruled out the giant squid conclusion.
Researchers of Florida Fish and Wildlife say the softball-sized eyeball is likely from a swordfish.
As of October 2012, researchers are fairly sure that the eye belonged to a massive swordfish. So Florida beachgoers beware, we guess. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel
what exactly happened that
and ring the
swordfish
bell
lost
to get
its
notified
eye.
about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jemchug Canyon. Our journey under the waves now takes us to the Bering Sea in the Pacific
underwater.
Ocean. Jemchug Canyon is an unimaginably deep hole.
The largest canyon on the planet is the Zemchug. It's nearly 2 miles deep at its deepest point,
2 miles deep,
44 miles long, and 62
Holy
miles
crap.
wide.
At 8,530 feet deep, Jemchug is not only the deepest ocean canyon, but it's also over 2,500 feet deeper than the Grand Canyon. Home to countless deep-water marine life species, the submarine canyon is both the stuff of wonders and nightmares.
Even though we don't usually think about it as all being connected, if you lose one element of this very delicate ecosystem, it can really have far-reaching effects.
A handful of researchers have taken submersible crafts into.
They said if it loses one, if it loses one element, like that means like you really have to be careful with that, and it could like mess up its whole ecosystem.
But none has yet been able to reach the bottom. Its sheer size adds numerous complications that have made its exploration a difficult task to this day. It'll most likely take many dives into its dark depths before Jemchug Canyon is fully explored. And who knows who or what is down there.
It's not even fully explored yet.
We're in the largest canyon in the world and no one's ever been there before. There's so little known about this area that we're going to see species that we didn't know existed.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this.
Yo, that's insane. It's like I stated at the beginning of this video. It like the ocean is such a weird like place because there's this like how much it's like 97% of our world is covered like in ocean, and like we haven't even explored like I don't take this as like exact truth, but it's something like we've only explored like something around like what I think I've seen like 15 or something like that % of like our world's ocean depths. Like it is insane how much is yet to be discovered. Let me know what you think that would be like the best find for an undersea dive. Let me know what you think the next like biggest thing to be found, what you think it's gonna be. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for the next video. It's gonna be dropping sometime later tonight. Also, if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. That way you know as soon as a video gets posted. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Later, guys.